And welcome to the Redmen TV player ratings time after Liverpool beat Spartak Moscow by 7 goals to 0. I'm going to start with the goalkeeper, as I always do. I'm going to give Lloris Karius, I'm going to give him an 8 out of 10, to be honest with you. I thought his distribution was really good. I think it's hard to keep count of all the goals and stuff. I think it was Bobby Firmino's outside of the boot one, where I think he started the move with a throw to Phil Coutinho dead quickly. I remember thinking to myself as he threw it, I was like, oh, that man's mark, but it's Phil Coutinho. Coutinho was calling for it, he wasn't asked. And I think that's what started the whole sort of move off. I've seen this once, I've not seen replays or anything like that, so I'm trying to go from memory, and it seems like a lot of goals ago now. And I just remember thinking to myself, that was such a brave ball. He's thrown it out there. Mignolet probably wouldn't have done that, and I think we got a goal off the back of it. Loved that, loved the fact that he just was dead calm. He actually made a few saves as well, which was decent. Nice to see. Obviously that one where I spoke about it in the match reaction, where he comes out for the ball and Gomez ends up winning it. I thought that was a little bit of an error on his behalf, but ultimately I like to see the fact that he went for it. I'm not sure he would have got there ahead of the defender, but Joe Gomez was there and dealt with that, so absolutely sound with that. Joe Gomez, 9 out of 10. I thought he was brilliant. I just think he's unbelievable. I don't know what more to say. Nobody has a good game against Joe Gomez. That's pretty much it, so 9 out of 10 for him. Dejan Lovren, 7 out of 10. Didn't really have much to do, didn't put a foot wrong. Ragnar Klavan, 7 out of 10. Couple of wayward, both him and Lovren, couple of wayward long passes. That can happen when you're trying to hit Sadio Mane on the run on the right-hand side, or Salah up front. That can happen. This centre-back, 7 out of 10. Nothing wrong with that performance from them two centre-halves. Alberto Moreno, when he was on the pitch, was being targeted. He really was, and he stood up to it. He had Gini Wijnaldum rolling over at times, helping out. He had Emre Can rolling over at times, but I was actually watching what they were doing, and I think sometimes it's a little bit easy to sit here and go, well, actually he was beaten there, but they were switching like two men round and about him all the time, and him and the left-sided centre-half, Ragnar Klavan, were constantly passing players off between themselves. And I remember, I was thinking to myself at the time, that must be incredibly difficult for them to keep that level of communication and still be involved in actually tracking the runs and stuff. I've enjoyed watching Moreno this season so far. I'll give him an 8 out of 10 for that. James Milner, when he comes on, 8 out of 10. What a ball, you know the one I'm talking about. Constant 1-2s down that left hand side as well. Thought he was brilliant, defensively sound. Loved the fact that we were 5-0 up second half and he's screaming at Gini Wijnaldum about something, because I think it's a high ball in the box and he gets it like that, and he's screaming at Wijnaldum after it, and I think Chan has to break them up or something. Captain James Milner at the time, loved that, all over that one. Emre Can, 8 out of 10, dominated the midfield, did really well after picking up an early yellow card. I was a little bit worried, thought we might have seen Henderson quite early on in the game, actually, even first half. I was thinking, I wonder if he'll substitute Chan, but he trusted Chan to carry on with that yellow card, and he did well. He didn't mess up, and you know, I don't think he deserved the yellow card. Again, I've only seen it once from the main stand-upper. Didn't look like a yellow, looked like he got the ball, but then it was 350 yards away. Gini Wijnaldum, 9 out of 10. I just thought that was a dominating midfield performance, and he looked so comfortable playing in a two-man midfield with Emre Can. It was absolutely ridiculous. I thought he was the non-attacking player of the game for me. It's so many plaudits will be given out further up the pitch, and 10s will be given out left, right and centre, but Gini Wijnaldum made that entire team performance for me, just linked that midfield, that defence and that attack together, just absolutely superb. Over on the right hand side, Sadio Mane, 9.5 out of 10. Absolutely incredible once again. And not everything came off for Sadio today. He still looks like he's not at his absolute best, but even a shade under his absolute best, he is a dominating player. Nice to see him back on that right hand side. Nice to see him just constantly bombing forwards into space and asking questions of the fullback and the centre halves. Absolutely brilliant from him. On the left hand side of midfield, Phil Coutinho, it's got to be a 10 out of 10 once again. Now, I remember, was it the weekend against Brighton? I thought that was his best performance in the Liverpool shirt, maybe to date. Well, he's outdone himself. This is definitely his best performance for me. I mean, that one where he scores his third goal, if it was his goal, his hat-trick goal, the skill on that left-hand side touchline that was going on, and then he pops it off. Oh my word, oh my days. I was just like, yeah. Fair play, Phil Coutinho. Up top, strike partners, Mo Salah and Roberto Firmino. Mo Salah gets a goal late on in the game. I think he gets the 6th goal. It's really hard to remember. 9 out of 10. No, 10 out of 10. He was constantly stretching. I couldn't believe that Spartak played with such a high line for so long in that game, and I thought it was ridiculous actually. But the fact that Liverpool just kept on taking advantage, and you think just sit a little bit deeper on them, sit a little bit deeper. Now I know they've got to push out and stuff like that, but the way that they just gave that up, I just couldn't believe it, to be honest with you. Salah was brilliant, so effective through the centre of the park. He played it like a big, tall, strong number 9 at times. Like, ball was coming into him, he was sticking to his feet, he was turning people, he was holding them off, superb. Like, and Roberto Firmino, Declan's over there behind camera. Declan's been talking to me for about 15 minutes in my ear, just chewing it off about Roberto Firmino. He gets a 10 out of 10 again. I mean, that one in the second goal where everybody in the crowd's thinking, shoot, 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 shoot. And what does he do? He just plays it across. It's like he's in the fucking Matrix and he sees that shit in green and black. Nobody else can see it at all. Roberto Firmino can see absolutely everything on the football pitch. Coutinho was just dilly-dallying in at the back post and stuff like that and just knocks it in. That's Roberto Firmino. Nobody else can do that on our football field. Roberto Firmino was absolutely sick today, and it wasn't the only thing that he did well. He did everything well. He wins the ball back. He puts pressure on defenders. He puts pressure on goalkeepers. He is one sick footballer. I can't believe this morning I was sitting there going, Aubameyang, who needs Aubameyang? You're Roberto Firmino. Still maintain that 4-2-3-1 with Firmino in the 10, Aubameyang up front. Sounds. But if we're going to play 4-4-2, Firmino and Aubameyang, Salah and Mane on the wings and all that type of stuff, it's rumours, it's conjecture. But don't we love that? Anyway, if you've enjoyed the video, like it. If you enjoyed the performance, like the video. Don't forget to subscribe to Redmen TV on YouTube, and I will see you next time for the Derby build-up.